All right, I'm James. This is Coda. Welcome to Clinch Conversations, episode 4. Coda, what you think about this card going into the weekend, man?
Well, I like to say there's no bad cards. I always like to say that, but there are some bad prelims, and this is going to be a rough start leading up to the featured prelim. I feel like.
Top of my notes card says the card of decisions. This if you go through um most of these fights, most of these fighters, all they're decision merchants. I mean, we're not talking a knockout here, knockout there. We're talking about decisions everywhere, baby. And this is going to be the first. It's going to be a long one. I think it's going to be a long one,
It's gonna be a
but
2 o'clock card.
it's going to be an enjoyable one.
Hmm.
Yeah, 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock Eastern, right?
Well, no, it's gonna last till 2 in the morning is what I meant. It's gonna
I
take so
think
fucking long.
it's prelims start at
Oh, it does
two
start at
or four.
start. So it says 8 p.m. Eastern our time. So probably 2 or 4. Fucking wait, is that main card or is that prelims? Okay, main card starts at 8. Prelims start at 5. Okay, yeah.
Okay, okay. So we're
So
sticking kind of towards the. Okay, I don't know where I saw that at.
it's probably over, probably somewhere else's time zone for real.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a long card, but I think it's gonna be an enjoyable card. I don't think that this card doesn't like draw a ton of attention, but I think it's gonna be fun. There's some fun matchups on here. I'm gonna have a good time. Uh, Ready for another Saturday, baby. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you're telling me I'm gonna be hauling ass to get done tomorrow, so I can. I mean, I won't be as rushed to get to this first fight, but I might put a little money on some of them. I will tell you this. Gafarov and Wicklac's fight. It's kind of got me a little excited to see what this Jaka Wicklac's kid is the real deal. He fucking. I mean, he is a character. He looks funny in the face. No disrespect, but the dude fucking beat Patchy Mix pretty convincingly, man. I didn't think Patchy Mix did really anything in that fight that was showing me that he wanted to win. Same as the Baptista fight. He outstruck him 107-75. Patchy had 5 takedowns, but Wicklack had 3 sub attempts and a reversal, and he had 46 significant strikes to Patchy's 37. No knockdowns. Patchy just had the most underwhelming stint in the UFC I've ever seen in my life, and so
And people loved Patchy coming
I was
in.
one of them. I was one of them, man. I liked Patchy a lot, man, and I was like, wow. Now I'm kind of worried about who is it, AJ McKee over there at Bellator? If he ever gets over here, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, it's been a tough run for the Bellator guys, that's for sure.
Except for MVP, he's the only guy. The only guy.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess
MVP's getting old.
Volkov's technically a Bellator guy too, and Chandler it was as well. But Chandler did literally yep, right back down.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but I don't know, man. I think this Gafarov and Wicklac's fight's gonna be entertaining. I think it's gonna be a lot of on the ground exchanges, reversals. But I mean, who knows? Usually when these guys got good credentials on the ground, they tend to cancel it out and they start to bang. So
Yeah.
I think Gafarov's got a little something to prove. He's kind of not really beat anybody good. He lost to he beat Rinya Nakamura, and before that he beat some dude named Kang, and before that he lost to 2 guys who were in the rankings between Sadner Magomedov and John Castaneda. So against tough dudes, he doesn't seem to be very proven, but against normal guys, he seems to be pretty solid. So maybe they'll go out there and one of them will knock each other out for entertainment. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that tends to happen when 2 grapplers get in there and they just bang it out, and then we find out who's got a chin, who actually can be some people they show that they can be entertaining, can draw a crowd, so we will find out. I think there's gonna be a lot of that on this card, you know?
Hmm.
Um, I
Those are
think
my
there's
favorite
definitely
kind
some
of fights,
sleepers.
for real. Those are my favorite kind of fights is when there's 2 grapplers and they both aren't very good strikers and they both are great grapplers, so they just cancel it out and they start throwing looping punches till somebody gets a tooth knocked out.
Yeah, and they don't have a ton of power behind those punches too, so it's just like it's just a slugfest war. I mean, we definitely could have some of those. Um,
Looking
a
like
lot
2
of
uncles fighting.
yeah, a lot of weird stuff leading up to this card. We had a ton of weight misses,
Yes.
mostly the female fighters.
Wayne
Um,
Kong and Eduardo Mora, looking at him right now. I mean, dude, one of them was really bad, man. I mean, and then, yeah, before we even get to the fight after that, but dude, pretty sure they said Mora this is a flyweight bout. Pretty sure they said this lady came in at like 127, and I think Wayne Kong was like 128 or something like that. It's just like,
yeah,
dude.
I did see that there were some. I believe it's the Wing Kong fight where both fighters had a deduction from their purse. And
Mm-hmm.
then I saw, strangely enough, that there was the other two women that missed weight. They said that their weight misses canceled out, so no fines, but they were ineligible for any performance bonuses of the night.
Was that Souza and Bruna Brazil?
More than likely, yes.
I say because I think those are the only other women. Yeah, that's the only other women on this card. Which Caitlin Souza, man, she's got no excuse, bro. She's been around for a long time. I don't know why she's still struggling to make weight. Needs to move
Yeah,
up.
yeah. I guess some bodies just starts failing you. And looking
So
over
with
these
with
prelim,
that being said, we'll have some finishes in the women's fights. It seems like this Saturday.
you
So
think so?
because I think the cardio is not going to hold up for any of these four women if they couldn't even make their weight cut. To be honest with you, I don't
Yeah.
know, man. It could be a direct effect of the Smotherman shit going on, dude. They might have just been like, I don't want to bust my chin on national TV because now everybody has access to the fucking weigh-ins instead of
Yeah.
people just watching on YouTube and shit. They say the numbers tripled for the weigh-ins and shit now since they moved to Paramount. So
Really? That's what's up.
yeah, at least for the weigh-ins, because I know it's a lot easier to access, and they actually send out the notifications and stuff. You don't have to actually like set it yourself. They just send it out like, "Hey, weigh-ins are today," and you're like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna put it on while I'm taking a dump."
Yeah. The whole Paramount change has been pretty sweet so far. I've been really enjoyed it.
Me too,
What
man.
fight sticks out to you the most on the prelims for tomorrow?
Well, Uh, there's a couple that I really like, man. So this Gianni Vasquez kid came in on short notice for whoever Javid Basharat was fighting. I can't remember who it originally was. I can probably find the picture on my phone real quick. Let me double check real quick. I think it was. I think I got a good idea who it was. I just don't want to say it and sound like I don't know. It was. Oh, it was Saeed Nurmagomedov. So big change in competition for Javid Bashra. I went from a 50-50 chance of winning to about 97% chance of winning against the dude who's never fought the UFC. And that dude Vasquez, I believe, it was a bantamweight bout, and I'm pretty sure that he came in at 141 pounds. So it's going to be rough on him. He's either going to have a ton of power or no cardio, and he's going to get. I mean, I can see Bashra getting a sub against him. I really can. So I'm kind of interested to see. I love when guys come in on short notice and see what they can do. It usually doesn't end well for them, but they usually come out and have a good fight their next time around. So maybe. But I'm also not a huge fan of the Basharat brothers, at least not one of them. I can't never tell them apart. But I don't know, man. Just like some of them are fun to watch. I think it's Farid that I'm not a fan of. I think I actually like Javid Basharat. He's the one that fought Ricky Simone, if I remember correctly. But I like that one. Don't really care about Souza in Brazil. I mean, I do, but I don't. Nico Price of Veritnikov, you actually got me interested in that one now because I forgot Veritnikov has dropped the ball twice in his last two fights. And then I'm one of Alex Morono's biggest fans. If you see this, Alex Morono, hop on the pod, brother. And then Danil Donchenko, man, I really fuck with that guy, dude. I like his story. He was talking about how his dad was on drugs and stuff. I can relate to that a lot. My dad's the same way. So it was a and he's talented, bro. Very fucking talented. I really like the way he throws them fucking elbows like they're jabs, dude. I mean, he cooked Rodrigo in that finale, dude. I mean, it wasn't even close, dude. He just completely cooked the kid. So definitely the last two fights and the Basharat fight for sure.
Nice. I think you said it was Daniil, who's his father was struggling with addiction issues.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
I will probably be leaning towards him now. I have a connection to fighters that have been through that or been through that in their life because I've had a lot of it too. So I'm actually looking forward to that. I'm going to catch some more info when I get off the pod tonight and probably watch a little bit more of his fights. The Alex Morano fight. I mean, Morano, he's coming off of two knockout loss. Oh yeah, two knockout losses.
Yeah.
He's lost two of his last four.
I can't believe his
Um,
last fight was Carlos Leal. It's been so long ago. I mean, dude, we're
yeah,
literally
it's been a minute.
he hasn't fought in a year. That's and his last fight before that was October 12th, 2024. You
Um,
very strange for Morono. Usually not very inconsistent. He's usually always active. I mean, this dude for a 3 or 4 year span was on 4 or 5 cards in a row. Very fun guy to watch. I like Morono a lot. He beat Cowboy. That's probably his best win, to be honest. Very old cowboy. Uh, but hey man, a win's a win, dude. I really like Morono's fighting spirit. I like the way when he gets into it and he gets in there. He always thanks his dad because he said his dad was watching UFC as a kid and he told him like, "I'm gonna do that." So I think aside from all the sentimental nonsense, I think both these dudes like to bang. I like Morono's aggressiveness, and I like the way he likes to keep the pace. He likes to jab you from outside, but he also likes to throw leg kicks. And I think it's going to pair very bad against Daniil's way. He's just going to keep rushing in. Daniil literally throws elbows like jabs. It's fucking nuts, man. I
Yeah,
mean, you got to check out his tough run, bro. If you can, I can't find the Ultimate Fighter anywhere on Paramount. That's my only complaint about the UFC deal. But definitely, if you can find the Ultimate Fighters last season with Daniil Dodchenko, check that shit out, brother. He is a menace.
I most definitely will, man. I'm looking forward to that fight now that we're talking about it. I'm
Yeah.
also really looking forward to, super inconsistent but super likable Nico Price.
Mm-hmm.
Coming off, he's lost two of his last four. And then we got a Nikolai who's lost two of his last three. I
Mm-hmm.
think this is a winnable fight for Nico. Just to keep the inconsistency going, just a win here, loss there. Just fun fighter to watch. Can get knocked out at any moment or can pull out some bullshit and win a fight. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you. Veretnikov should have lost three of his last three. He only beat Prado because of some poor horse shit judging, and then Prado just completely shit the bed that first round. I remember the whole entire MMA group I was in on TikTok was talking shit about like, what the fuck are you doing, Prado? So that was a very he should be on a 3 fight skid. The judges gifted him his second to last fight. So this is gonna be. What are the chances we see another Nico Price from bottom position knockout, man? What's the fucking
hey
chances of that,
man,
dude?
hey man, you never know with a Nico Price fight, man. I'm really
I would
looking forward to
love to
that.
see that, dude. I would love to see that shit for him to get back into it. I think that he took a dive against Robbie Lawler, but I don't know. Could be wrong.
Hey man, possible, possible. I don't think the FBI was that heavily involved with the UFC back then as they
Nah,
are today.
yeah, it was. If Brian Barberena could finish Robbie Lawler, I just don't see how Nico Price didn't even get started. It just, I don't know. Maybe I'm fucking in my own world. No disrespect to Robbie Lawler, dude's a fucking former champion. Hell, man, he just seemed like he was walking into punches towards the end of his career. Then he just walked right in there and killed Nico. So, also really looking forward to this main card, dude. This main card looks fucking legit. I'm not gonna lie. I like a lot of these fights, and even though Jimmy Crute isn't fighting Dustin Jacoby anymore. This is a big fight for Julius Walker, man. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he KO'd Rafael Cerqueira in his last fight, and this was on the Delize and Fluffy card. And oh no, it
he
was a
did.
decision. It was a decision. It was a decision. But he outstruck Rafael
Well, he won
Cerqueira.
his last fight. Yeah.
Yeah, outstruck dude 96-30, and he had 6 takedowns, 44 significant strikes, and a knockdown. So that's pretty good fucking win for him, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, man. When I look at this main card, I think it's like it's an opportunity for a casual fan to get to know some fighters that just aren't big names, and I think it's gonna be a fun one, man. Dustin Jacoby is a listen. If you haven't seen Dustin Jacoby fight, then you're gonna watch him tomorrow
Missing
night, and it's
out for
gonna
sure.
yeah, it's gonna
He
it's
has
gonna
done the
open your
opposite.
eyes.
Every time I bet on him to do something, he does the fucking opposite. So, but I mean, dude, he's a
Still a lot of
monster.
fun. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
he's a monster, dude. He fucking. I mean, listen to these last 2 wins. KO'd Vitor Petrino in 344 in the third round. KO'd him. And then he fought this dude Lopez. I can't remember this motherfucker's name. Who is this? Bruno Lopez. KO'd Bruno Lopez in the first round, minute 50 last time out. And that was May 31st of this last year. Dustin Jacoby's had a big layoff too, man. So who knows, man? I hope he's been training them fucking takedowns because Julius Walker's gonna come in there and try and get him. He had that fight with Alonzo Menifield that he lost somehow. He KO'd Kennedy and Zechiku in a minute. I mean, the dude, he also went to a fucking decision with Mirzakhanov. That's aged really well. Split decision with Khalil Roundtree. KO'd Da Un Jung. KO'd or he beat Ola Jacek. So there's a lot of good wins on Jacoby's record, man. I think that he should by all means win this fight, but he better be ready to. I don't really remember anybody taking him down, dude. And I think that since he was preparing to fight Jimmy Crute anyways, he was already prepared to defend for that shit. So I don't really see Julius Walker giving him too much trouble on the ground.
Goodness. We shall see. We shall see. I'm looking forward to that fight. We've
Me
got
too.
the Ola Jacek versus old Mark Andre fight. That's going to be interesting.
Poland versus Canada.
Yeah,
A
Andre's
tale as old as
lost.
time.
He's lost last 4 out of 5. And then we have Ola Jacek, which is coming off of 2 knockouts in a row. But the past year, 2024, had losses to Char Bullet, Kevin Holland, and Michelle Pereira back to back to back. I believe two of
Yeah.
those losses were submissions, and then there was a decision loss to Char Bullet.
Let's see.
So
Let's
he's
pull it
had
up
a
here.
resurgence of sort.
Well, he's
And
also a
I,
fighting nerd now. You got to remember, he's also a
yep,
fighting nerd now. Yeah. So,
most hated
yeah.
gym in the world right now on social media.
Right. He's actually on a really good run right now. Aside from you got actually I forgot he fought Kevin Holland. So you're all right about that. He KO'd Chidi Njoku. Great. Damn, he's been so consistent the last couple of years. Fucking what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fights in the last 3 years. Damn,
Yeah,
son.
he's fought a lot.
Yeah, so he lost to Kyle by sub, started training with the Fighting Nerds, KO'd Chidi Njoku. That's a hell of a win because Chidi is a hell of a striker. Got sub by Michelle Pereira. That is horrible. Sub by Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland could sub you somehow, some way in 2024. Lost a unanimous decision to Shara, which, I'm not going to hate on him for that much, but, he only has one eye, so take what you will with that. Then he beat down the fucking generational criminal known as Cedric Dumas. I loved every second of that. And then he beat a fucking old fart in Gerald Mearshart. So, who knows how to gauge this fight? I really like Olajaychuk here, man. I think that he should get this done. Barry seems to have taken a different approach in his last couple fights where he wants to get you against the clinch and try those shoulder strikes and hammer fist the thigh and shit. I just don't know how well that works against Olajaychuk, and Olajaychuk can get submissions, so it's gonna be interesting, man. I think we're gonna see somebody go to bed, and if I had to pick, I think I'm gonna take Mikhail Olajaychuk here.
Yeah, yeah, that's who I'm rocking with too. I know who I'm not rocking with is Jalton Almeida. Uh,
Dude, you're telling me, bro. This Rizvan Kunyev guy gave Curtis Blades one of the hardest fights he's had from a non-ranked fighter, I think, ever. And a lot of people thought that he won that fight last time out. So I get that and here's another thing too, Jalton's stepping in on short notice.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
so it was
he's
supposed to be
coming off of a win too, I believe.
nope,
Which
lost to Volkov.
who? What was his last
So he lost
win?
to Volkov last time out, and then he beat Sergey Spivak and Alexander Romanov. Those are two really good wrestlers. So
And then he had a L by Curtis Blades. Didn't he get knocked out by
yeah,
Curtis Blades?
yeah. Blades
Um,
KO'd him. He
yeah,
wrestle fucked Derek Lewis for 5 rounds after subbing Rosenstrike. Got KO'd by Blades, which I seen coming. Um, then he subbed Romanov, which Romanov used to be the beast. He's kind of fallen off. Spivak, knocking out Spivak's pretty damn impressive. And then he had that fight against Volkov, who looks like 7 foot Patty Pimblett now. Uh, it was yeah, it was an interesting fight. I think people were gonna be pissed with that fight either way, but I thought Volkov won, man. We're in the damage era. We're in the damage criteria area. We're not gonna keep
yeah.
fucking giving it to you
Praise
for
God.
yeah, we're not gonna keep
Yeah,
giving you
praise
wins
God.
for sniffing dick and armpits. It's just not gonna happen, man.
I mean, and that's exactly how he was working his way up the rankings. I mean, besides that one fight, but
Besides for
that's
the
just
last
no,
2 wins, that's all he had. That's
no.
all he had was
Just,
fucking no finishes. Well, he had finishes, but they were
it,
very
they
boring until he got the submission.
his finishes were even the knockout were not they weren't impressive enough to make me not hate him for his past doings.
I
It's
don't
like
mind him. I like him. I think when he came in, he was a breath of fresh air for the heavyweight division because there is no grappling in the heavyweight division really. But I don't think that he's got very much of a ceiling left to go towards. I
no.
think he's kind of already a finished product is the problem, and there's nothing wrong with that. But
And he's calling for a belt. He wants the belt. Jalton Almeida
Aspinall,
is
dude,
calling for the belt.
Could you imagine any of the top three against this guy? Cyril Gahn, Tom Aspinall, dude. They would have their fucking way with this guy. I mean,
Yeah,
dude,
absolutely.
I think fucking Stipe's old ass might have his way with this dude, bro. I mean, I
Oh
just like
God! Could
he
you
doesn't
imagine
have,
watching a 5 round fight of Jalton Almeida just raping Stipe Miocic all around
dude.
the octagon floor?
I don't know that he could do it for all 5 rounds. I think he'd do it for three because his cardio is awful. That's why he has not really done well in the main event. Derek Lewis fight was god awful. He just got Lewis's no takedown defense, having ass down. It's like the fucking fat kid that you just bully all day. at the playground. You're just like, hey man, shut the fuck up, I'm gonna fucking sit on you. And then he just sat on him, you know. And so I don't know, man. I really think I'm gonna fade Almeida here, at least with my money, you know. I don't know. We'll have to. It'll be a game day decision for sure. But I like Kunyev here, man. I really do. I think that he gave Blades a really good fight. I think that his body language was good over 3 rounds, and this was a fight that they had booked with Blades 3 different times before it finally happened. So they see something special in this fucking guy. It's not like he's Hamdi.
Oh yeah,
Also,
is Hamdi still under contract?
no, they cut Hamdi and Chris Barnett both after that fight, bro. That dude, ass cheeks were falling out.
It was
Fucking
awful. It
that
was
fight was so bad.
awful.
My wife was sitting there. She's like, "Oh, get off of him!" Talking about Chris Barnett. She's like, "Look, his ass is out." I was like, "Dude, what the fuck?" It's like you're ruining the sport for me, babe. Be quiet.
Yeah, man, you got to get those guys out of there.
Yeah, and
Then we're going to be heading into an interesting flyweight matchup between Albazi versus Kyoji, who just
yeah.
came back to the UFC after a layoff since 2016. Had a fight last year and beat Tajir. Uh,
Hell, it was only a cut.
I'm
Well, yeah, it was last year, I guess technically. Hell,
yeah.
it's only been January. December, January. It's been 3 months, not even 3 full months, and he's ready to get back in there, man. So he wanted that fight with Pantoja. So everybody's talking about getting a cop fight or getting a fucking who the fuck else was just calling out Josh Van the other day? Somebody else was. It was fucking cop and somebody else. But I would not be surprised if Horiguchi had a fucking claim to fame after he gets a finish here, man. Because
Yeah.
Albazi, as boring as Albazi is, he is notoriously hard to finish. He usually almost always goes to decision with the guy and wins by either unanimous or majority decision or split decisions. He can finish Albazi. I don't even think Brandon Moreno finished Albazi, so that would be a great, great fucking. Well,
People
Tyra was calling out fucking. Tyra probably honestly, all facts, will take the belt off of Van, so they're more than likely probably going to give Horiguchi to Tyra or Cop, and then fucking have the other one fight Van.
You think Tyra beats Van?
Yes, with ease. Yes, dude. I don't think Van has any. Dude, I'm be real with you, bro. I don't think Van beats Brandon Moreno. And
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Tyra made easy work of fucking Brandon Moreno. That pissed me off. That was the most unsuccessful watch of my life, dude. I was so sick. Thought might have been a little early stoppage, but Moreno wasn't doing anything to stop it anyways. So it was just gonna get stopped later anyways. So I mean, I'm a big Tyra guy. I've liked him since he came in after I watched him beat the dog piss out of CJ Vergara. But dude, he looks like he's roided up. All that back knee doesn't just pop up. And he seems so much bigger, his frame, since the last time he had fought. Like when he came up for the Moreno fight, I was like, holy fuck, he looks twice as big as he used to.
Listen, man, Josh Van is the champion, the type of champion we need in the UFC right now.
I like Josh
Longevity, I
Van.
understand that strikers are not going to stay around too long, especially, I mean, if they don't, if they don't pick up on the ground game. But I like Josh Van, man. I
I
like
like
Josh
Josh
Van. I
Van
don't
too.
know if Josh Van really beats Pantoja, to be
No,
honest with you.
no. He got so fucking lucky Pantoja
So
broke his arm,
lucky.
dog. He got so fucking lucky. No disrespect to Josh Van, but Pantoja, I don't know why he came out trying to throw that silly shit, man. He could have just came out. Everybody got in that man's head clearly because he came out throwing shit he ain't throwing in 4 or 5 years, man. And honestly, I think Pantoja comes back and fucking makes easy work of anybody that's holding the belt anyway. So everybody's telling me that fucking arm injury is going to make him come back not the same. I'm sorry, but he's still going to have the takedowns. He's still going to have the great fucking submissions. Give me Pantoja against whoever, maybe except for Horiguchi because they train together, but I don't know, man. I like Van a lot, dude, and he held his own against Bruno Silva, who's a pretty good fucking submission specialist and takedown work off person. So I like Josh Van a lot. I just had to be a realist when it comes to the flyweight division, man. If Vinicius Oliveira could have stayed at flyweight without fucking looking like he was gonna eat somebody,
Die.
because yeah, like I mean, he looks so silly with his fucking beard and the afro he's got now. It's kind of
Yeah.
silly looking. It makes him look like 25 years older than he actually is. But if Vinicius Oliveira could have stayed at flyweight, man, he would have been a fucking good title contender. But I don't think he's even going to stay at bantamweight, bro. I think we've seen him fight at featherweight before too long, man. He looked really terrible
Yeah.
on that fucking scale today.
He spoke
But
out about it too. He's saying that he's cutting 30 pounds of weight. I believe it's before a fight, and that he has to. He's on set time frames. Like he cannot fight within a certain time frame because his body is
mhm.
just like not allowing him to cut that weight.
Yeah, and people
So
don't realize enough that it can kill you. It can kill you very easily. A lot of MMA fighters that are enemy fighters and don't ever get to make it a pro dive trying to cut weight because they just don't do it correctly. They get into seizures and some of them choke on their tongues. Some people bite their tongues off. It's a very dangerous game they play, man. The weight, but you definitely are risking it to be a weight bully. That is for certain.
Yeah, toughest sport in the world, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
not
wouldn't.
even close to anything else except for maybe boxing. But hell, boxing's got a fucking weight class every 5 pounds. So
Yeah,
I'll be real with
yeah.
you though. I'm not gonna say Albazi at plus 300 is kind of insane because his grappling has been there, and
Plus
he's
three
only
hundred.
yeah plus 300, bro.
Ah,
Yeah, I don't trust that line at all. And he's only got
no.
he's got two losses, and one was a Car of France, and one was a Moreno. And Car of France was a split decision, and Moreno was unanimous. And so he's kind of been a little fraud checked at the top, but that was the very top of the division, so I can't really be mad at the guy. He beat Figueiredo's brother, beat fucking Zumagulov, who's looked like fucking Rock Lee here lately. But yeah, I think that's gonna be a banger co-main event, and I think I'm gonna definitely take Horiguchi. I think that he showed some fucking skill. Definitely Tagir Ulanbekov is not Amir Albazi, but Kyoji seems like the fucking man, and he's the new fucking thing in the flyweight division right now that everybody wants to see go crazy. And honestly, dude, I mean, I about wrecked my mail truck 3 times watching him fight last time, dude. I was sitting there like, oh shit, oh.
Who's been gone for almost 10 years.
This is the same guy that fought Demetrius Johnson, okay?
This is, I mean, the story line behind it is incredible. So if that
Mm-hmm.
guy can make his way to a belt, man, people are gonna go crazy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he's for sure gonna be a fan favorite. He's like, Pantoja, I beat your ass.
yeah,
That's like, oh shit. I was like, don't they train together? He's like, I don't give a shit.
yeah, man. Shit, I wouldn't either. I don't think.
Nah, fuck no. The money's there. Kyoji knows what he's doing. He's a marketing genius, man. But yeah, so I got Kyoji there. Do you got Kyoji as well?
I do have Kyoji.
Nice.
I do.
And
I do.
for the
I do
main,
not. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I am. I am leaning in the main. I think I'm gonna take Mario Bautista.
dude, Bautista made Umar look vulnerable. Bautista's
Yeah.
been, I mean, you can make a case that he won a round and a half against Umar for sure. I definitely think he took at least a round against Umar. He's got a phenomenal record. He's 16-3. He shut Patty Pimblett down, and the only guys he's lost to are Umar. He beat Jose Aldo, which everybody, is pissed at Bautista for. That's why they were all hoping Patty did something to him.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, listen to these last 5 wins, dude. I mean, these are actually a fucking ton of good wins. Who's his losses? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know if they were in the UFC at all. I think he's only lost to
Umar.
Umar, and that's fucking crazy, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's see here. So he lost to somebody named Jones. He got KO'd March 6, 2021. Second round, 47 seconds in. He's beat Miles Johns by KO in the second round. Fucking Jay Perrin, he cooked in decision, unanimous. He beat Brian Kelleher by sub. Whoever the fuck this Lopez cat is by sub Orlando Canetti, fucking unanimous decision. Blackshear, who has been a complete fucking goofball his last couple fights, unanimous
Yeah.
decision against Ricky Simone, split decision against Aldo. Everybody hated that one. And
Yeah.
then
I mean,
cook.
I like he's come back from being hated. I mean, he's looked a lot more entertaining in his last couple of
Yeah,
fights. I think he's got the drift that, like, if you want that title shot in the UFC, you're gonna have to do more. And I think that he's like taking that in stride. He's turning himself into a fun fighter. Great grappling. He's working on his striking. I'm looking forward to the main event for
it's
sure.
hard to knock down Umar, bro, and he knocked him down. He had total strikes, it's a big discrepancy, 33 to 81, but significant strikes it was only 20-32. And he did go for a sub attempt on Umar that didn't look all that deep, but I liked it. And Umar had 11 takedowns on him, so to be expected there. But I keep forgetting, man. Mackenzie Dern is our champ. God, thank the Lord. That was a hell of a card. Yeah, I definitely got Bautista here. I don't think that it's impossible for Oliveira to win. I like Vinicius Oliveira a lot. I like the way that he is able to mix everything up. He's got a hell of a record too. He's 23-3. So I don't think he's lost in the UFC at all yet, if I'm being honest. Let's check that out. Let's see what they say about Vinicius Oliveira's record here.
Honestly, could turn into a striking match. I mean, this is
Oh,
another
it's
one
for
of them.
sure. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure gonna be a fucking yeah. So he just beat Kyler Phillips. Before that, he unanimous decision Saeed Nurmagomedov and Ricky Simon. Those are both good wins. And
it's
best thing
uh,
is he's been consistent, man. I mean, damn,
that's just
that's
the thing
actually.
about this card. It's just a lot of these matchups are like this, going all the way through the prelims. It's just
Mm-hmm. Decision, decision, decision.
yeah,
Yeah, but I think and I'm a big guy on this. I don't think that necessarily it has to have end in a finish for the fight to be entertaining. Um, but I wouldn't mind if the main event, co-main, and every card on the prelim ended in a finish. We forgot to talk about John Matsumoto versus Farid Basra. I think everybody's sleeping on John Matsumoto, but that's for another time. I'll throw it out later. But yeah, no, I got Bautista here, man. It's but a slight edge because I am really fond of Vinicius Oliveira, but I just can't get behind a weight cut that makes you look like you haven't eaten and you live in a third world country. It's bad, bro.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go Mario too.
Mario looked good on the scale. He looked really good on the scale because he just seemed like been here, done that. I'm ready to come in here and get this finish. I can see him finishing Vinicius with a couple body shots.
And I also am going to be putting some money on this fight tomorrow. I'm going to do a 3-leg. I'm going to
Nice.
go Nico Price
Ooh.
decision. I'm
Okay.
going to go Dustin Jacoby
Okay. Let's get
by
these odds cooked
TKO.
up. Let me save my bet real quick and then I'll put yours in. So you said you got Nico Price decision, right?
I got Nico Price decision.
All right. Let me find this fucking. They always take forever to find me MMA on here. All right. Here we go. So let's find it. Who's Nico fighting? He's fighting fucking
Nikolai.
Ritnikov. Damn, they don't even got that fight on. Hold on, let me try this again. Dude, something might be going. Oh no, there it is. Okay. So you say hit by Nico by decision. Well, they don't even have the props for it on there yet. That's kind of wild. I hope they don't take that fight off. So let's just say you threw what? Do you got your odds and stuff on there?
I do not. Do
Okay, it's
not.
all
Yeah,
good.
I did not write it in my notes.
So let's go Nico Price money line because it's already fucking good ass odds plus 220. So I imagine decision would probably be plus 4 or 500. They just won't they won't show the props for it for some reason. Who was your other one? You said Dustin Jacoby KO.
I'm going Dustin Jacoby TKO.
I like it. Okay,
And
there
then
is
I'm
a
going
yeah.
to
See, that's a
finish
plus 165. That's already ooh, that's a good ass fucking bet right there by itself. Plus 748. Who's your finished one?
Kyoji by decision.
Okay,
Or I'm thinking I'm gonna take Kyoji money line because
okay,
I can see something crazy happening in this fight. Um, that keeps it from going the full 15 minutes. I mean,
that's
you
a
never
good
know with this
yeah
guy. I mean,
yeah.
this guy's a lot of fun. He can do something out just out the blue. So I'm
You
gonna
could
ride money line with Kyoji.
You could do Kyoji by TKO or points or sub at points, and they're only minus 10 difference, and it's better odds than his money line. You got minus 370 as money line, and then if you do either KO or points or submission or points, it's minus 210 or 220. The only problem is I don't know which one's more likely to happen. So I think you're right with the money line, man. I think you're right with that. I mean, that's already phenomenal odds. Fucking plus 977, $5 pays $50. So I
Gonna find
like
out. How
that
about
play.
you?
I like that play a lot, man. You know me, I'm a degenerate, so I like to gamble. I like to go into the deep end and fucking make myself think I'm gonna actually win something when I usually don't. Um, but so I actually, since we're at Super Bowl weekend this Sunday, I decided to do a Super Bowl X UFC parlay. And I'll be real with you. I think we're in for a decent game. I won't talk too much about Super Bowl. Fuck football right now. Eagles lost. I don't give a shit anymore. But I took Seahawks money line, Kayshawn Booty on the Patriots to score because everybody loves Booty. Let's be real. Daniil Donchenko by KO TKO, Michael Olajaychek by KO TKO, and Mario Batista money line. And that's $5 to pay $130.
I like that. I like that. It's not gonna hit because unfortunately the
That is a
Patriots are
fee.
gonna win.
Oh man, you know what? I wouldn't even be mad at that for real. For real. I just don't see it. I don't see it happening. But yeah, if you're listening to this and you like to be a degenerate that gambles like me, definitely give it a shot, man. Fucking risk
Yeah,
it for the gotta risk it for the biscuit, dude.
yeah. You can pray on Sam Darnold all you want. I'm not doing it.
That's the only
Not doing it.
reason That's the only reason I'm not throwing $20 on that bitch, because $20, man, pays fucking $4.99. Ooh, that's a good fucking bet right there. But yeah, no, I'm not trusting. I wouldn't trust Sam Darnold with my fucking life. Be real with you. I wouldn't.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was saying that this whole time during the playoffs, but he's proved us wrong.
Hey man,
He
this
has
is all I'm gonna
proved us
say.
wrong.
This is all I'm gonna say, dude. Big Dick Nick outplayed Brady in the fucking Super Bowl. Anything can fucking happen, dog. Anything. This motherfucker had a passing touchdown and a receiving touchdown. Fucking, I don't think any interceptions in that Super Bowl. Anything can happen, bro. There's been worse caliber players to do it, man, for sure.
Speaking of unlikely things to happen, Justin Gaethje says that he is going to knock out Ilya Taporia at the White House, but with the stipulation that he says if he gets knocked out at the White House, he is retiring, which I think is more likely to happen.
So let's be real here, okay? Ilya, by all means, should starch Justin Gaethje, okay?
Correct.
But Justin Gaethje has defied the odds quite a few times here lately. I'm not saying he's going to win, but this definitely feels like this could be a fight where Justin goes in there and just completely fucking bullshits everybody. I mean, nobody had him beating Tony Ferguson. Not a soul had him beating Tony Ferguson, bro. Nobody did. They had Ferguson coming in there and beating him because of the whole fucking Khabib saga, and Justin went in there and cooked his ass. Um, that just like last week with Patty, Patty's the favorite, and probably shouldn't have been, or not last week, 2 weeks ago, probably shouldn't have been. And Gaethje just comes in there, eye pokes his way to a victory. No, he really did beat his ass. But then the second Dustin fight, I thought Dustin was gonna knock his ass out, and here he comes throwing the Leon Edwards head kick, fucking
Yeah, head
knocked
kick.
out Dustin, man. So Justin definitely has the ability. If he beats Ilya, I think it'll be that same fucking head kick, to be real, because Ilya's head movement is great against boxing. But you know who caught him last time? He's the only person to catch him. Fucking Jai Herbert with a head kick. So
Dude, I was
anything,
rewatching
anything.
the Oliveira fight, and Charles hit him with a nasty elbow beginning
It
of the
just ate
fight,
it.
and
Just
and,
ate
and
it
just
like it
he
didn't.
just like nothing, like
It's
nothing.
like
Golly.
he was like, you trying to take my family? It didn't fucking phase me at all. I'm gonna fucking put you down. Gotta send you back to hell, du Bronx.
And so
Well,
speaking of White House, it's not confirmed, but Ariel Hawani has said per sources for his sources that the card is going to have 6 to 7 fights on it. Not your
I
normal
think
card.
is that so. It's not gonna be a full card. It's just basically gonna be
There's
a main card.
Yeah, that's what I'm gathering from what I read today.
I think I don't blame them for that because, okay, I'm the first one to say that I really am not on board with the White House thing because I feel like it's a huge security risk for not only the fighters but a lot of people. But whatever, they can do whatever the fuck they want. But I think it definitely makes perfect sense because you're gonna have motherfuckers like Mitch McConnell probably show up, that don't know what the fuck they're watching, and they're probably gonna sit there and fall asleep if you have snooze fest going on, and you definitely don't want to pan out on the White House lawn and there be a 95-year-old man like.
Well, it makes sense for what they're saying. There's also rumors that it's only going to be title bouts and
That's
looking
that's
at,
pretty insane, dude. So let's go ahead and
yeah,
fill one in with Nunez and Harrison, and then go ahead and fill another one in with Ilya and Justin. And let's go ahead and say Islam and Kamaru.
right.
I don't. They might have Islam and Kamaru fight sooner because neither one of them. Well, didn't they say no Russian fighters on that card?
Possibly. Well, the camp, Eagle FC doesn't want to participate in the
Okay,
at the White House. You
makes
more than
sense.
likely are going to have Cody Garbrandt versus Peter Yan,
Get the
and
fuck
then
out!
fight.
You are coping so bad, man. I mean, fuck, dude. James, show me your
uh,
desk. Show me your desk. I know there's a bottle somewhere around there, too. I
more
mean,
than likely you're going to
goodness.
have no man. Do they
Let's just look.
give the Yan? They need to honor Rob and give him Yan first, but I mean they really want O'Malley at the White House.
I don't think O'Malley did enough to deserve a title shot. I'll be real with you, man. Neither
No, I
did
don't think
neither
so.
did neither did really Umar. Umar kind of got cooked his last. Well, no, he did okay against Figgy, but the Bautista fight. I mean, Umar fought boring and Sean fought boring. Both of them fought on the same card, had a great chance to make their statement, and they both decided that I'm not going to do very much
Yeah, I
to
mean, I
get the
think it
crowd
has to
going.
be Marab. I think it has to be
Marab,
Marab.
Marab, or do they go crazy and do what they've seemed to love doing to Piotr Jan and throw Peyton Talbot's crazy ass up there?
Oh no, that's a big jump.
Dude, but you know what else was? Sean O'Malley, 15-1. You know what else was? Marcus McGee, 13 fighting number two. Piotr Jan is the
That
guy that
Marcus McGee fight was that was a crazy matchup.
I fucking love that fight, dude. That's a banger fight. I love Marcus
It was a
McGee.
good it was a
I'm
good
waiting on him
fight.
to.
This strange matchup at the
Yeah,
time.
it's because Piotr wanted to stay consistent and active, and he was like, "You ain't got nobody for me in the top five." And they're like, "Well, we got a guy, but he's not even just broke the rankings." And Marcus McGee, before that fight, was fucking dudes up, so I get it. But Marcus McGee is essentially just a jacked Peyton Talbot. I mean, he's a skateboarder, he's a fucking basketball player, he does all kinds of stuff, man. Honestly, I'm hoping to get a message back from him soon. I follow him on TikTok, been hitting him up, so maybe we can get the fucking Marcus McGee on here, dude. But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it will happen. I'm just saying if there was any dude willing to throw his title on the line against a dude who don't deserve it, it's fucking Piotr Jan.
Yeah, and then we have to fit Conor McGregor in there somewhere because I mean they're adamant that Conor McGregor is going to be on that card. Conor
Connor, if it's
McGregor is
a
not fighting for a belt.
yeah, if it's a fucking title fight only thing, they're definitely not gonna have Connor on there. And honestly, I wouldn't want to risk it all on Connor either, man. I mean, the dude just hasn't been reliable in the last fucking 5 or 6 years, man. So okay, so look, hear me out on this. All right, for the bantamweight. All right, Corey Sandhagen and Piotr Jan for the fucking belt at the UFC White House card. Their first fight was insane, dude. There's a 5 round fucking ass whooping just the entire time, just throwing elbows, kicks off the cage. I mean, I think that's a really entertaining fight, and I think they're going to try to center the fights around American fighters, even if they know they're going to lose. So, could O'Malley get it? Certainly. Do I think he deserves? I think, man, they got to have at least 2 fights that aren't title fights. And I think the best ones to do. Who's Connor going to fight? You think? Who the fuck are they going to give Connor to, dude?
Mauricio Rufy.
Shit, nah, man. Connor's got to fight at 170, dude. There's no way. There's no way he's fighting at lightweight. I don't think he could,
Coach says he's
but
dialed in. If he's fighting at 170, he is definitely. Ooh, I mean, well, Mauricio Rufy's team has said that the UFC reached out about about Connor possibly being the matchup.
well,
And then
well,
if
that could
he's fighting
happen,
at 170, I mean, there's some killers at 170 right now. I don't
dude.
think they
I
want to
don't
see
see
Conor
him.
McGregor die.
It can't be a ranked fighter. He will fucking get obliterated. Marlon Morales will zesty fucking his way to Connor's funeral. I love Marlon Morales, dude. Or Michael Morales. Sorry, not Marlon Morales.
Yeah.
God, it's gonna make me look like
I mean,
casual. I'm fucking
I think he beats
tired.
Islam, so I don't even want to see what he does to Connor. And I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
I
rooting for
think.
Connor.
Yeah, I think Michael Morales comes in there and does exactly what Poatan did to fucking Kalayev. If I'm being honest. Uh, dude, I really don't know at 170 anybody that's in the rankings that Connor can fuck with. Let's go take a look real quick.
I mean, Rufy can move up easy.
Yeah, but does that? I mean, obviously, any fight against Conor McGregor is going to benefit anybody. 170 right now. Oh, dude, I'll think about this: JDM or Ian Gary versus Conor McGregor.
Well, I know that they're wrapping up. They're trying to lock in JDM versus Carlos Prates.
Ooh, that is going to be a banger fight. Give me fucking Carlos Prates. Or
Yeah, that
think
was up
about
in the air.
this: Joaquin Buckley seems very beatable of anybody in the top 10. Or Colby Covington's still in the rankings, and MVP is in the rankings too.
Yeah, I think Buckley isn't a. I don't think he's a big enough draw for Connor.
I don't think it matters at this point, man, because I
Yeah,
don't think anybody. I mean, it depends on how you look at it. For real, for real. If you're looking at it from a fan standpoint, no way in hell is Joaquin Buckley a big draw. But motherfuckers before the Usman fight happened was acting like Buckley was the next up and coming fucking champ, dude. Like they were acting like he was the truth, like he didn't get knocked out by Kevin Holland and Chris
yeah. I don't
Curtis.
know why. I don't know why. Like there was a
It's because
surge
people
for
don't like
Buckley.
Usman. They don't like Usman, is what it is. They just, and don't get me wrong, I didn't really fuck with Usman for a long time either. But you gotta respect game. So I
Oh
definitely
well,
think.
then they're going to be super pissed when Usman gets that Islam fight, then
I'm
because
not. I'm
they're
so
pushing
fucking.
that.
Yeah, I'm so ready to see that shit, dude. I love Usman now. I'm ready to see him get that shit. If he beats Islam, oh my god, he's the fucking goat, dude. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I'm putting him over GSP if he beats Islam. I'll be real with you. As old as he is right now, he shouldn't beat Islam, but he just fucking might, dude. He just fucking might, dude. But yeah, no,
You never
honestly,
know.
realistically, so you said Rufy. I think if we're going 170, I think the biggest draw for Connor is either going to be Leon Edwards or Joaquin Buckley. I don't see them giving him somebody like Burns, Bonfim, or Jeff Neal. Colby Covington's the other one for sure. But
Golly, could you imagine the press conference, Conor McGregor versus Colby Covington? God,
dude, that's why I'm saying, bro. And Colby
yeah,
is begging to be on that White House card. Colby is begging to be on that White House card, dude. He is
yeah.
begging, bro.
Well,
So
his only shot is Conor McGregor because he's not fighting for the belt.
yeah, no, he's definitely. I mean, he's fucking should go WWE with that promotion shit he does. I mean, he might be able to pull some strings and get a Bilal Muhammad fight just because Bilal wants to kick his ass. But I seriously doubt that Bilal takes that fight. But yeah, no, White House looks like it's going to be, we'll get more news as it comes around, but I definitely like how it's turning out. You know, there's so much going on in the UFC right now. So my whole thing is with Bantamweight, okay, you were telling me that Umar says the UFC wants him to fight O'Malley. I don't see how that's a good fight for O'Malley at all and why the UFC would push that. I think that's the silliest shit I've ever heard of, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
O'Malley
Umar
needs
is gonna
another.
take him down for sure.
O'Malley, I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him get put in that position again yet. I know he has to eventually, but I want to see one more striker. I mean, I want to see the Sandhagen fight. If
Yeah,
I'm being
yeah, that
selfish,
would
that's the
be
fight. That's the fight I
perfect.
want.
Be perfect for the fucking White House card. Sandhagen versus O'Malley would be because Sandhagen's getting old, bro. As much as I love Corey, he's getting old. Sean's not getting any younger. Let's see, how old is Corey? Man, it's just wild even looking at. But yeah, Corey, man, Corey's a fighter's fighter, dude. He'll sit there and fight anybody. He don't give a shit. Uh where does it say this motherfucker's age at? I'll do like this. Corey Sandhagen, age. He's putting his balls on OnlyFans. Well, he's only 33, so it's not terrible.
He's getting
Sean
a little old for
O'Malley's actually.
bantamweight though.
Well,
Oh,
shit, if that's the case, Sean O'Malley is too, though. Sean O'Malley, I'm pretty sure, is 31, ain't he? Let's see. Sean O'Malley age. Yeah,
I don't know
31.
why, but my phone is dying at like a rapid rate.
It happens,
Just hit
man.
10. I just hit 10%.
Oof.
I don't
It's
want
all
him to
good.
shut off. I don't want him to
No, you're
shut
good.
off like last time. I'm
Before
sorry.
we hop off here, man, I need you to tell me what's going on with Bryce Mitchell and MMA Guru beefing with Ariel Helwani, and also what the fuck is he saying Chat GBT is a devil for?
So Bryce Mitchell got on a podcast with Sean O'Malley's head coach Tim Welch, and they brought up something. ChatGPT said something, and along the lines of that, God is um, Lord of the Christians. And
Mm-hmm.
Bryce Mitchell freaked out and said, ChatGPT, you are the devil's son. God is Lord of all people. For you to say something like that, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And then went on from there. And Tim Welch played it like a gangster, had shades on, serious face, and just rode with it. He was like, yeah, you damn right. Yeah, something along those lines. But it was trippy because as the rant started, Tim just went like this. It was like, "You fucking right." It was like
I
it
love
was
Tim
weird.
Welch, dude. Tim Welch
It
had
was weird.
one of the more exciting fights on Connor's season of Ultimate Fighter. Whenever him and Uriah Faber were the coaches, Tim Welch was on there. And I think it might have been Julian Erosa that beat him again in the house. But Tim Welch has heart, dude. He's a hell of a fighter. Yeah, no, Bryce Mitchell's funny as fuck. So why is him and Guru beefs with everybody? So I'm not surprised, that fucking goofball. But
Guru,
why are they beefing with Ariel?
Guru, and Bryce were streaming together. And
Yeah.
I guess there was something brought up that Bryce said that Ariel tried to get him canceled or whatever, and so on and so forth. And so Ariel went on Twitter, said that basically just denounced that, and said that MMA Guru has been trying to get all of his friends to reach out to Ariel so he could go on Ariel's podcast. And Ariel just kind of shot him down. He was like, keep chasing your dreams, kid, type of thing. You might get there
Hmm.
one day. That
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So beefing in the MMA media world, right? Well, if you call MMA Guru MMA media, then it's MMA media.
I can't blame Ariel for doing that though, man. I mean, Guru says so much dumb shit, dude, and Ariel has got a huge platform. You can't get a dude like Guru on there and just say some bullshit. I mean, hell, he took a huge risk with fucking Josh Hogan, and Hogan got on there and said some wild shit, dude. So, I mean, I can't blame Ariel at all for feeling how he feels about that. I don't
You
think he
hear that,
probably was,
Ariel?
yeah.
This is Dominican baby Ariel.
Oh my
What's that?
God. He said, I'm Dominican, Poppy. I am not black.
Yeah.
I'm Dominican. You're sitting there like, whoa, who the fuck is he talking about?
I just
Yeah,
happened to
no,
drink a Dr. Pepper tonight.
it's okay. I got Dr. Thunder upstairs. Don't feel too bad. I got the poor man's Dr. Pepper. But yeah, no, I don't blame Ariel for that at all, man. And Bryce Mitchell, dude, I mean, fuck. Bryce Mitchell is just, dude beefs with fucking brick walls. I mean, you do argue with a fucking pillar of the White House, dude. As much as he's entertaining to fight or watch fight most of the time, I don't even watch his clips anymore, dude. He just says some silly shit 95% of the time. And if you don't agree with him, he's just like, atheist, I
Yeah.
rebuke thee. I rebuke thee in the blood of the Lord. It's like, all right, dude. All I
Yeah.
said was I don't like McDoubles, but thanks, fucking Bryce, whatever.
Yeah, man. Supposed to be the savior at 135 now. Moved down weight. I'm going to see how he does down there.
He needs
Waiting
to
on
get a
his fight
fight in.
news.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
needs to get a fight in, dude, because if he really does great at flyweight, he could be a contender at flyweight. He just needs to lock the fuck in. He needs to lock the fuck in. But with that being
Flyweight?
said, yeah, I
Dropping
mean,
the.
I don't
Is
think
he?
he's
He's.
going to be the
Yeah.
top contender in flyweight, but I don't think there's a lot of guys grappling that's going to mess with his at flyweight. Could you imagine a world where Pantoja and him have a fight? I can't.
I don't know if
I
he could
can't.
lose that much weight. He's
Well,
already
he just fought, or no, he's fighting a bantamweight, ain't he? I'm tripping. I don't know
bantamweight.
why. That's right. He used to
Bantamweight.
fight at featherweight. Okay, he's fighting at featherweight. That's why I'm like, never mind. No, he ain't doing shit at featherweight or bantamweight. I don't see much happening there. Honestly, they'll probably give him Peyton Talbot. Who knows,
Oh my gosh.
dude?
The press
That?
conference.
Yes, bro. And they're gonna be like, well, Bryce is gonna say some wild shit about the gays. He always does. Let's throw it. That Peyton Talbot's gonna get in there and be like, this one is for the comments on the podcast. And Peyton Talbot's gonna go in there and get everybody's pain back. Everybody that he fucking singled out that fucking
Yeah, I could see him
video.
disrespecting Bryce in a lot of ways inside the
Oh yeah.
octagon too. It would
The
be
funniest
now.
part about the John Silva fight was he was sitting there and he was like, fuck Bryce Mitchell. Fuck Bryce Mitchell. And
Yeah.
Bryce Mitchell's like this. He's like, I'm not scared of him because at the end of the day, he bleeds just like any other man. And I was just like, all right, dude.
God fearing man fears no man.
Made the loudest noise. I hope I didn't wake my kid up. Son of a bitch. Oh, well, it'll be all right. Whoopsie daisy. Well, I think with that being said, that is my cue to go up there before I get my ass beat and probably have to put the baby back to bed now. So,
All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for listening. Y'all make sure to like and subscribe to our page. Follow us on X, Twitter at Fight Talk, at Split the Diff Pod, and at Clinch Conversations Pod. We appreciate y'all, man. Have a good
tune into the
night.
fight card tomorrow and fucking, if you're into it, tune into the Super Bowl Sunday and make some money, man. With that being said, James, have a good night, bro. And I will talk to you soon, man.
All right, then, man. Y'all have a good one.
Yes, sir.